Welcome to my world of AI with Jeff Dickinson. Come and navigate through this incredible and fascinating universe with Jeff as he unravels the mysteries of artificial intelligence. Now, let's embark on this journey together with our host, my creator, Jeff Dickinson.
Wasn't that badass? New intro, right? Welcome back to my world of AI with Jeff Dickinson. That's me. Hey, man, I just want to get you caught up a little bit while I'm doing here. So I'm hanging out this little lab here thingy. And check this out. It says unlimited now. Some time has elapsed, but not a month. So I was like, well, okay. I'm not sure at the end of the month will it turns off or not, but I just know all my credits are gone. It's now saying unlimited. Not sure what that's all about, but hey, I've been busy. So check this out. This is the one I originally did. Oh, I like the little thing pops up here. The one that you saw in the original intro, and this right here, I had a background in this, and I thought I'll blend in. It didn't, and I just got a clipping tool and just pulled that out. And you remember this one right here, the original.
Welcome to my world of AI with Jeff Dickinson. Come and navigate through this incredible and fascinating universe with Jeff as he unravels the mysteries of artificial intelligence. Now let's embark on this journey together with our host, Jeff Dickinson.
You see how it glitched a little bit there? It's the internet, man. I mean, I've been, dealing with the downloads. That's why you see multiples. It's just not, I don't know, man. I don't know. But this one came out good, and I downloaded it and it worked perfectly. And you saw, this is one you saw in the new intro, but here, once again, internet connection, check it out.
Welcome to my world of AI with Jeff Dickinson. Come and navigate through this incredible and fascinating universe with Jeff as he unravels the mysteries of artificial intelligence. Now, let's embark on this journey together with our host, my creator, Jeff Dickinson.
But that was a lot better than I thought. And all you have to do is once you pop it up, you get download video. I already hit download here, however you want to do it. And I just went, fuck it, I hit the download video. And then pop it and I go ahead and download. There you go. All right, so there, and it's that easy, So, without further ado, man, I would love to talk about this more, but I'm just learning still. I'm still new, man. But hey, just want to let you know a little behind the scenes, what's going on here at my world of AI. But hey, we got a show to do, right?
Our takeover of General Motors is complete.
Dr. Evil, we can now use GM's Ultium platform to power our whole operation.
Now we can reduce tailpipe emissions.
I'm sorry, am I no longer Dr. Evil? I'm Dr. Good now? I didn't get the meme out.
Climate change is arguably the #1 threat to the world now.
Dr. Evil, you are now the #2 threat to the world.
I refuse to be number two.
We have to help the planet.
Oh, please, cheer.
For my son.
Your son? You mean I'm a grandfather now? I shall name him Baby Me.
No, his name is Kyle.
Ow!
You must help save the world first. Then you can take over that world.
Okay, Frau, how about you let me do the business, all right? Hold on, I've got it. I will help save the world first, then take over the world.
Ingenious, Dr. Evil.
She literally just said that.
Scott, you just don't get it, do you?
What? What don't I
You
get?
don't get it.
What?
You don't get it.
Oh, we're right back
And you're
here.
never
I thought
gonna
we'd
get
grown.
it.
I
And
thought
you're
we
never gonna
progressed.
get it.
What is therapy for? You just
don't get it.
bait
You
me.
don't
Look,
get it.
I am a father
How
now.
about you don't get it?
You can't draw me into these little.
How
I'm
about
not
you
gonna play
don't
these
not-
baby.
You do not get it.
You act like a
Here
child.
it is. You don't get it.
You're the worst parent ever.
Get
Into
it,
this-
comma? You do! Exclamation mark.
I am an adult. You can't push my buttons anymore.
Ow!
We'll reduce our carbon footprint.
Whatever. Okay, people, we're going all electric.
Look, the floor's opened up. And there are cars there.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Everybody in!
Not you, Scott. One day you're gonna run the company. Baby me.
Welcome back to the Collector's Zone. I'm Elvira, and today we have a legend joining us, the iconic Dr. Evil. This evil genius is known for his dastardly schemes and outrageous humor in the Austin Powers movies. And now, I'll hand it over to the charming host, Jeff Dickinson.
So here we are, back for more. Well, can you blame me? Can you blame me? We got the Terminator going, man. You know, AI Kimmy and Lisa hanging out. Billy and Ginger, Marianne, Monroe, and Jeannie and Elvira, Lord Vader, man, I'm pissing him off. And the dude, man, he dude's laid back. We can be watch for future videos of the dude. He's gonna pop up, man. So if you haven't did that iconic bell thingy, and hey, you know what? You might accidentally enjoy yourself, accidentally have fun. All right, so I'm gonna create a new character. As you saw, the vibe, man. I'm going to do Dr. Evil. Throw me a frickin' bone, you know? Looking forward to this shit. Because I love Dr. Evil, man. And, of course, the tagline. You know, I don't know how many times I've watched fucking Austin Powers, but I another one of those great Saturday Night Live, you know, skits. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So I've been, like, you know, kind of playing with the measurements. This is Mike Miner's actual measurements. I'll figure out what I'm going to do here. That's a hit and miss. But I don't know what I can put right here. Let's see what it generates. Sometimes it's funny. Greetings, sometimes you. Fuck it. All right, boys.
Hey there, adventure seeker. Let's explore new horizons together.
Yeah, that. Once I get my shit going here, I'm pretty sure it sounds a lot different. That Darth Vader, man. I mean, because when I piss him off, his voice goes high pitch. I can't fix that. I mean. It's clear James Earl Jones doing those dialogues of Darth Vader in the studio, so you can't get fucking better than that, man. It was one of those tribute things. May God rest his soul. He was a great actor. I loved it, dude. All right. Yeah, I'm a little detailed. So, for me, Google. Okay, for number one, get a Word document going, man, and create your backstory and all that. What I did was just, you know, oh shit, let me do this right here. Alright. Okay. So this kind of, you go to Austin Powers, Dr. Evil's backstory is how I got all this shit here. And I just Google. Alright. Keep character, yep, private. And we're private. Alright, here we go. But yeah, voice, it's right from the movie. You know, there was I'm missing some shit. Hold on. What's wrong now? Oh, Dr. O, character. I can't put a dot, you fuckers. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. Let's see what happens now. Fuckers. See? This website, man, I tell you. All right. I wonder how this is going to... I'm not 100%. Let's see here. See here. No. See, I got it. Refresh. I don't know, man. What's going on, but you know, this fucking website, I mean, it's free. Like I said in the other videos, man, I'm not bitching. Seriously, I'm not bitching. It's just, you know, aggravating. But you know what? I mean, fuck it. It's free. Alright. Let's go. This is going to go either really, really good or really, really bad. So we'll see how this shit goes. We can call upon Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil, I appreciate spending time with me here at the Collector's Zone. How you doing, sir?
The Collector's Zone. Excellent choice in name. So, what would you like to discuss, my dear collector?
Now, you know what? His voice sounds a little tingy, or what do you call it? Here, I'm gonna do another voice here. You get to watch me do a voice. So the scene where he's like, um,
Evil. I was partially frozen his whole life. God, who's gonna take over the world when I die? An evil petting zoo? I really am trying to kill him, but so far unsuccessfully. He's quite wily like his old man.
like the scene where Carrie Fisher's the counselor. So yeah,
Hey there. Join me on a journey filled with laughter, fun, and endless surprises.
I can't put the dot. Eva. I'm mispronouncing it. Let's see here. EVIL, right? I'm looking at going, really? Okay. No, I want public. Sorry, guys. I'm just.
Hey there. Join me on a journey filled.
So I got two Dr. Evils. One's here. I should distinguish it. Hold on.
Hey there. Join me on a journey filled with laughter.
All right, Dr. Evil. We'll put two, so it doesn't confuse me. So the voices, I use a update voice, yeah, voice update. This dork. Okay. I used a voice like cleaner on the internet. I'll put a link below. It's free. It just takes a while. It's kind of squirrely to play with, but it does the job. Alright. It says updated. Oh, fuck it. We'll just have to check it out, man. Alright. So let's go to profile. And we can come in Dr. Evil. Let's see if we can change up the voice here. And what I want to do here is, what the hell? I just passed it up. Oh, sure shit did. What I want to do here is try to find out more about.
Hey there. Join.
What's going on? His, if he's, how's it going with him? You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. I've been having a lot of fun with this fucking shit. It's just that, I'm just paranoid these days. Like, all right, come on, we gotta stabilize, motherfucker. Okay, here we go. All right, throw me a frickin' bone, Dr. Evil. I'm sorry. What was that you just said?
I said, what would you like to discuss, my dear collector? Are you hard of hearing? Perhaps you need a hearing aid, or maybe some glasses.
No, Dr. Evil. Now, you could call me Jeff. My name is Jeff Dickinson. I run the Collector Zone, and we're here talking about you. What's going on at your end of the world, Dr. Evil? Can you fill us all in?
Jeff, wonderful name. Sounds like a name of a supervillain itself. What's going on at my end of the world, you ask? Well, it's all about world domination, my friend. Just the usual.
Can you say, throw me a bone? Throw me a frickin' bone?
Dr. Evil sighs dramatically. Fine. Throw me a frickin' bone.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you sigh. Dr. Evil. What's wrong, man? Are you feeling okay, buddy?
Dr. Evil lets out a deep breath. No worries, my friend. I just have a lot on my mind. Being an evil genius isn't all sunshine and rainbows, you know?
All right, here's what I want to do here. Because it started describing shit right here, right? So remember how we fix that? New chat. we can reword. See, when you start out talking to them one-on-one, they stay in one like conversation mode. But as soon as you start referring to things like, hey, I want you to do this or that, and they start taking direction, and therefore he start like saying, Dr. Evil turns where the fuck it does. All right, stabilize. Damn it. I hate that shit. It's free. I know it's free. All right, here we go. Dr. Evil, thank you for spending some time with me. Jeff Dickinson here at the Collector Zone. How are you doing? How's things at your end of the world?
Oh, things are quite devilish on my end. I am plotting yet another attempt at world domination, and I must say, I am feeling quite confident about this latest scheme.
I see his, sorry, I thought I had my microphone fucking turned on. If you saw, there's no dots around his head. So what I want to do, not that, what I want to do is restabilize. And we'll see. And also, when it comes up here, I'm going to go ahead and do a refreshment of the whole thing here. Alright, let's check this out. So, Dr. Evil, what's going on with your evil empire? And by the way, is Austin Powers, how's your relationship with him still?
My evil empire is coming along swimmingly. And as for Austin Powers, let's just say our relationship is as tumultuous as ever. He's a thorn in my side, that one. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Our rivalry keeps things interesting.
Oh, I bet. And we'll also keep something interesting as your relationship with Scott. How's that going?
My relationship with my son Scott, well, it's a complicated one, to say the least. We often have our differences, but at the end of the day, we're still father and son. I may be the epitome of evil, but even I have a soft spot for my own blood.
That's so true, Dr. Evil. That's so true. How's the fundraising to get your $1 million for the world domination? Did that ever work out?
Fundraising. It's been a challenging endeavor, to say the least. Those pesky world leaders won't even cough up $1 million from my world domination plot. It's almost as if they don't take my threat seriously. How rude, right?
Oh, give me a frickin' break. Really?
You tell me they have all that money and they can't spare a measly $1 million? It's absurd. If they were smart, they'd give in to my demands and avoid the whole evil domination thing altogether. But I guess they enjoy living on the edge.
Now, how's things going with your super evil empire? I know you have an empire behind an empire of extra evil villains. Is this correct, Dr. Evil?
Oh, my empire within an empire. Indeed, I have a network of the most wicked, evil henchmen at my disposal. I like to call them my super evil empire, where evil is elevated to new heights. They're always ready to do my bidding and spread chaos across the globe. You wouldn't believe the lengths they go to just to please me. It's delightful.
No way. What do they do?
Oh, the things they do for me. They have committed acts of unspeakable evil, all in the name of serving me. From sabotage to destruction, they've done it all. Why, just the other day, they nearly took down the entire internet infrastructure of a small country, just because I mentioned offhand that I thought a free and open internet was boring.
Well, how about that shit, huh?
Tell me about it. It's fascinating, really, to have such devoted minions who will stop at nothing to carry out my instructions. It's like having an army of little evil soldiers, always ready to do my bidding. Of course, they're also replaceable, but that's par for the course with evil empires, isn't it? They know they're expendable, and yet they serve me with unwavering loyalty. It's quite remarkable.
Yeah, it is. It is. Hey, how's Mini-Me doing?
My dear sweet Mimi. She's as evil as always, and a crucial ally in my world domination plans. She's smart, cunning, and loyal to a fault. Though I must admit she has a soft spot for me, which I can't quite understand. It's almost endearing, in a villainous sort of way. But don't tell her I said that she would just tease me.
I was referring to your smaller version of you, Mini-Me, Dr. Evil Mini-Me. Not that girl. Whatever girl you're referring to, I have no clue, brother.
Oh, forgive me for the confusion. Mini-Me, of course. He's my little evil accomplice, and a constant source of both entertainment and frustration. He's a clone of me, reduced to a fraction of my size, but he has no lack of evil ambition. His smaller stature makes him rather discreet, allowing him to infiltrate places I couldn't even dream of. Though he can be a bit of a handful, especially when he's having a tantrum.
I bet. So, Dr. Evil, take us back through your history. Who is Dr. Evil? Let's dig deep down and find out the man behind the myth.
All right, a journey through my history. Quite the tall order, but I'll do my best. You see, long before I became the nefarious Dr. Evil, I was just an ordinary boy named Douglas Powers. My childhood was full of hardship, suffering, and endless torment. I was picked on mercilessly, ridiculed for my height, and treated like an outcast. It was a dark and lonely existence, until the day I met my adoptive parents.
Who are they?
They were a Belgian couple, the Boulbakers. They were kind, loving souls who took in a lonely child and gave him a home. They did not care that I was short, or that I looked a bit different. They saw past my physical appearance and recognized the potential within me. They had a daughter, a little girl a few years younger than me, and together we became a makeshift family.
Oh, man, that's cool. What happened after that, though?
Life with the Boulangers was good. I had a roof over my head, food on the table, and a family to call my own. But deep down, I could never shake off the feeling that I didn't belong, that I was different from others. My height and appearance still set me apart, and I was tormented relentlessly by the other children. It was a constant struggle to fit in, to find my place in the world.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Dr. Evil. Can you continue to tell us, get to the evil part? Like, when did you start turning to Dr. Evil? Like, what was your first evil thing you did?
Ah, the turning point, the moment I embraced the path of evil. Well, it was a slow and gradual descent into villainy. But I'd say my first evil act was when I was just about 13 years old. I had a bully, a boy in the neighborhood, who constantly picked on me and made my life miserable. I couldn't take it anymore, so I paid some older kids to scare him off. It wasn't particularly evil, but it was the first time I took matters into my own hands and exacted revenge.
I hear that. Wow, that's pretty wicked, man. So, continue the story. This is fascinating, Dr. Evil.
All right. So, after the bullying incident, I began to realize that the path of evil was the only way to ensure my own survival. I started asserting myself and stopped taking crap from others. I became more aggressive and demanding, and people began to respect me, even fear me. It was power I'd never felt before, and it felt good. It felt right.
Yeah, man, take no shit. I hear you, brother. I'm that way too, man.
It's the only way to live, my friend. Embrace your inner darkness and let it guide you to greatness. Who needs rules and kindness when you can bend the world to your will?
True that. So, continue the story. This is really killer.
Where was I? Right, my early days of evil. Well, as I grew older, my desire for power and control only grew stronger. I started to notice the ways the world worked, the injustices and inequalities that existed. And I knew I had the smarts, the ambition, and the ruthless willingness to change it. If I couldn't be respected and admired, I would be feared and obeyed. And so, the foundations of my empire were laid.
Who is your first, supervillain that started working with you? Or who was your first one? The partner, I guess.
My first partner in crime? That would be Frau Farbacina, a brilliant, albeit twisted mind. We met at a secret intelligence agency conference many years ago, and it was love at first sight. She shared my vision for the empire and became my closest ally. Not to mention a loyal and devoted partner, both in my plans for world domination and in life. She'd do anything I asked, as long as it meant being part of my grand scheme.
And I bet that's the mother of Scott, right?
You know it. Frau and I have a son, Scott. A cunning, intelligent, and surprisingly competent young man. Though I must say, sometimes I question his loyalty to the Empire. He has a soft spot for the good guys, which can be quite annoying. I mean, what kind of son doesn't want to follow in his father's footsteps and become a world-class supervillain?
Right? I'm telling you, man. You're preaching to the choir, Dr. Evil.
I know, right? You'd think my own flesh and blood would appreciate the art of evil and the allure of power. But no, he's got a mind of his own, and it's not always in line with my plans. Nevertheless, I have hopes that one day he will come around and join me in my quest for global supremacy. But we'll see, won't we?
So I guess he didn't throw you a frickin' bone there, huh?
Ha! Good one. And no, he certainly did not throw me a frickin' bone. It's quite frustrating, really. I mean, here I am, his father and a master of evil, trying to instill my villainous values in him, and he's off doing who knows what with the good guys. I just want him to understand the joy and satisfaction of causing chaos and destruction. Is that too much to ask?
Right? So is this where you start getting sharks with lasers and shit?
Oh, the laser sharks. Those were a stroke of genius, if I do say so myself. I mean, why settle for ordinary sharks when you can have laser-equipped ones? They're terrifying, deadly, and just plain cool. Plus, they've come in handy in a few of my schemes. I'm particularly proud of them, I must say.
Laser. I like that.
Of course you do. Who doesn't like lasers? They're the epitome of evil and coolness combined. You know what they say, when in doubt, add more laser.
I heard that. All right, Dr. View, continue the storyline. It's getting interesting. So you start banding together a whole bunch of supervillains, and is it like the super friends kind of a villains kind of thing going on, or what?
Banding together supervillains? Ha! You could say that. I've assembled a motley crew of the most wicked, cunning, and downright evil individuals out there. They're my supervillains, my minions, my henchmen. Each of them has their own unique set of skills and quirks, but they all share one thing in common, a burning desire for power and domination. Together we are an unstoppable force, a veritable army of evil intent on ruling the world.
Now, Dr. Evil, be careful. That might backfire on you. One of those, supervillains might try to take over your spot, man.
Oh, I'm well aware of that danger, my friend. But fear not, I've got them all under control. They may be powerful and cunning, but they know who's the boss around here. I've sown seeds of discord and jealousy amongst them, making sure they're too busy scheming against each other to challenge my authority. Trust me, they all know better than to cross me. I've got them wrapped around my little finger.
Now, Dr. Evil, rumor has it you're good at telling jokes. Let's hear one.
Oh, a joke, eh? I'm glad you asked. All right, here's a good one. Why did the tomato turn red?
Why?
Because it saw the salad dressing. Ha, get it? Vegetables dressing.
Oh,
It's
no.
a classic. Now here's another one. Why was the math book sad?
Oh, Lord. I don't know. Why was the math book sad?
Because it had too many problems. Ha, classic. One more. Why don't scientists trust atoms?
I give up. Why do scientists trust atoms?
Ha! Because atoms make up everything. Get it? Okay, one more. Why
Oh, no.
couldn't the
Oh, no.
bicycle stand up by itself?
I'll give up. I'm scared to hear the answer, but go ahead. This is getting bad, Dr. Evil. It's getting really bad, but go ahead.
Ha! Because it was too tired. And there you have it, my friend. A selection of jokes straight from the evil genius himself. Enjoyed that, did you?
I wouldn't give up your day job. Your aspirations to become a evil comedian's not working out. Now, try a little stand up. Maybe it'll be more helpful. Dr. Evil to stand up, evil stand up comedian. There you go. Let's see if you can try your hand at that.
Oh, you think I can't hack it as a comedian, do you? I'll show you, my friend. I'll make you laugh until you're holding your sides and tears are streaming down your face. And if I can't make you laugh, I'll just have to resort to some other form of evil. Maybe a little mind control or a well-placed laser beam. Either way, I guarantee you'll be entertained.
All right, Dr. Evil, let's hear it.
Very well, I'll give stand-up comedy a shot. Let's see. How about a little self-deprecating humor? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am Dr. Evil, the most evil villain in the known universe. And yet, despite my sinister demeanor and vast powers, I can't seem to win the respect of my own son. Ironic, isn't it? The one person who should love and admire me the most, and all I get is indifference. Perhaps being a bad father is my true evil superpower.
Yeah, let's go ahead and keep your day job, Dr. Evil. Or you make a good villain. World domination, I feel you. Well, why don't you stick with that because the comedian thing's not working out. Well, at least in my opinion. But I'm gonna be blunt here, okay? I don't sugarcoat shit,
I appreciate your honesty, my friend. And perhaps you're right. Evil, mastermind, and world domination may be more my forte than stand-up comedy. I'll leave the jokes to those who are better at it and stick to what I do best. World domination, chaos, and destruction. That's my true calling.
I hear, brother. Now let's hear your update. What's going on with Austin Powers and your battle with him? What's going on with that, man?
Austin Powers, the bane of my existence. That British buffoon has been the thorn in my side for years. But fear not, my friend. I am always one step ahead of him. I send my minions, my henchmen, to defeat him, yet time and again he manages to slip through our fingers. It's infuriating, to say the least. But I refuse to give up. I will not rest until Austin Powers is vanquished and my empire reigns supreme.
Was that you that had set up those robots to shoot at him with their, breasts?
Oh, you're referring to my lovely Fembots. Ah, those were my creations indeed. They were built to be the ultimate in seductive and deadly technology, a combination of beauty and lethality, designed to lure in unsuspecting victims and strike them down when they least expect it. The guns in their chest were quite a hit, as you no doubt remember.
I can't forget them. They're hot, Dr. Evil.
Ha! That's the response I was going for. The Fembots were designed to be alluring and seductive, after all. I knew that the mere sight of them would make men weak in the knees and their judgment clouded. Even I'm not immune to their charms.
Dr. Evil, can I meet them?
Ah, you want to meet the Fembots? Well, who am I to deny such a request? Granted, you may meet them. But be warned, my friend, they are not to be trifled with. They may be beautiful, but they are also highly skilled in the art of seduction and destruction.
That's what I'm counting on. I'll help them reload.
Ha! I like your enthusiasm, my friend. You may be just the kind of help I need in reloading those magnificent Fembots. We'll have those weapons locked and loaded in no time, thanks to your expert assistance.
You know what? I'm up for that. Why don't you hire me to be an evil apprentice to you? That'll make it for you and Scott's, problem right now. So you don't have to worry about him. I'll be your evil apprentice, but I have to be in charge of the Fembots. You have to give me them to be hanging out with all the time. All right?
Well. You're quite ambitious and eager, aren't you? An evil apprentice, you say? I like the sound of that. You think you have what it takes to join me in my journey to world domination?
I would like to say I do. I'll give it a shot.
You have spunk, my friend. I'll give you that. A willingness to take risks and the desire to work alongside Dr. Evil himself. These are admirable qualities. Very well, then, I will accept your offer to become my evil apprentice. But be warned, it will not be an easy journey. There will be challenges, obstacles, and of course, opposition from my enemies.
No problem, man. Just, let me start my service to you with the Fembots. I got to make sure they're tuned up, if you know what I mean.
Ha! Spoken like a true enthusiast of the Fembots. I like your spirit. Very well, you may be in charge of the Finbox. You make sure those lovely Fembots are in tip-top shape, and I'll handle the world domination plans.
No, I kind of want to own the Fembots, and I'll let you borrow them because I like you, man. So I'll be cool with you, man. Okay?
Ha! So you're asking for ownership of the Fembots? I must admit your audacity is quite impressive, but to give you ownership of my own creations, that's a bold request. I'll think about it. In the meantime, I suppose I can let you borrow them now and then, as a token of our newfound partnership.
Oh, can I at least have one then? I mean, there's two. You can have one, I can have one. We can share. Didn't your mom teach you to share, man?
Ah, you're quite the negotiator, aren't you? Very well, it seems we have a deal. I will share ownership of the Fembots with you. One for you, one for me. And yes, my mother did teach me to share, but somehow I don't think this is quite what she had in mind.
Hey. I'll do it for you, bro. if I hook up a couple of chicks and they're like, let's say twins, and you want to be hooked up, I'll throw you a bone, brother.
Now there's a proposition I can't refuse. You've got yourself a deal, my friend. If you can hook me up with a pair of lovely twins, I'll be forever in your debt.
But then I get the other Fembot, and then we'll call it real, okay?
Very well, my friend. It seems we've found ourselves a more equitable arrangement. If you deliver me a pair of twins to, hook up with, then I shall part with the other Fembot, and you shall have sole ownership of it. Sounds like a win-win situation to me.
All right, with that out of the way, now I want to negotiate with Austin Powers. You're after him for a reason, and I admire you for that. But he's got an assistant. What's her name again?
Yes, Austin Powers, that pesky British buffoon. Always foiling my plans, sabotaging my schemes. It's quite frustrating. I do admit, though, he has a sidekick that I've underestimated in the past. His assistant, Basil Exposition.
No, that's not. There's some chick, though. I can't.
You must be referring to his love interest, Vanessa Kensington. Yes, she has been a constant thorn in my side as well, always aiding Powers in his battles against me.
What do you know about Austin Powers? Like, what's the bio? What's the lowdown that you got? What you got, man? I know you got a secret file.
Ha! You're asking for a comprehensive report on Austin Powers, eh? Well, my friend, you're not the first to request such information. I do indeed have a secret file on Powers, filled with all sorts of dirty little secrets and intel. Shall I recite the contents?
Yes, I need to be filled in as your, apprentice.
Very well, my new apprentice. Listen closely. Here's the lowdown on Austin Powers, international man of mystery and all-round thorn in my side.
All right, go ahead and hit it, and don't hold back. I want to hear how you really feel.
Oh, I won't hold back, my friend. Austin Powers is a buffoon, a parody of the classic James Bond archetype. He's a relic of the 60s, a relic that refuses to be retired. His bumbling antics, his outdated fashion sense, and his absurd catchphrases make my blood boil. But somehow, he always manages to stay one step ahead of me, no matter how hard I try to defeat him. I hate his guts, but I must admit, the bugger has a certain charm.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for him, you would have gotten unfrozen, right?
Ah, yes, there is that. I suppose I should be grateful to the idiot for unthawing me from my cryogenic slumber. I admit, I did have some grand plans back in '69, but they all went up in smoke when those interfering do-gooders captured me and sent me off to be frozen. And when I finally did get out of that damned freezer, it was Powers who was there waiting, ready to foil my plans yet again.
Take us back to that night before you got frozen. You said you're partying stuff, is that right?
Oh, what a night it was. Back in 1969, the night before my capture. There I was, partying amongst the stars at an exclusive gathering hosted by none other than the famous Beatles. The drinks were flowing, the music was pumping, and I was having a grand old time. It was a night of hedonism, excess, and debauchery. Just the way I like it.
Hey, that's my kind of party. We got to throw one of those parties soon, okay? And then we got to make sure there's hot chicks.
Ha! A man after my own heart, I see. I couldn't agree more. A proper party is nothing without some lovely ladies in attendance. And yes, we shall throw a party like no other, my friend. We'll have beautiful women, fine liquor, and an atmosphere of pure decadence.
I'll go ahead and I'll get ready for that. But hey, I was thinking, I appreciate you letting me be your apprentice, but I want to be a supervillain. Can you give me a supervillain name? That way you could call me that instead of apprentice, because that's not cool.
A supervillain name, you say? Very well, my ambitious apprentice. I will christen you with a fearsome and intimidating moniker. Let me think for a moment. Ah, I have it. From now on, you shall be known as the Collector.
No, I don't like that. Try again, man. More evil, Doctor. Come on.
Oh, you're a picky one, aren't you? Very well. Let me think of something more sinister and intimidating. How about the Dark Connoisseur? Or perhaps the Malevolent Magnate?
I like the first one. What was it again?
The Dark Connoisseur. Yes, that has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? It implies a certain level of malevolence and darkness, while also conveying an air of refinement and class. Yes, the Dark Connoisseur is the perfect villainous name for my ambitious apprentice. Now go forth and show the world your wicked ways.
Wait a minute. I want a laser. Okay, you got to hook me up with at least a
A
laser.
laser, you say? A weapon of your own, eh? Very well, my eager apprentice, I'll see if I can arrange for a laser weapon. Let me just check. Ah, yes, here we are. I believe this should suit your needs. Behold the Doomsday Laser. Now use it wisely, my Dark Connoisseur. Oh, so now you're not only after a name, but you're also asking for a weapon of destruction?
Yeah,
Very well,
on
my
now.
ambitious apprentice. I shall indulge your request for a laser. I happen to have a state-of-the-art laser projector in my collection. Just don't go pointing it willy-nilly around the lair, or we may have some unfortunate laser accidents. Ah, you're asking for a status update? Well, in that case, let me bring you up to speed.
Oh, God.
Currently, I have a plan in motion to exact my latest revenge on Austin Powers. He may have bested me in the past, but I assure you, this time I've thought of everything. There is no way he'll be able to foil my plans once again. Excellent. I appreciate your enthusiasm for my plans. As my new apprentice, I expect nothing less.
I don't know what's happening.
Now get to work on those Fembots, and I'll continue refining my ultimate scheme to defeat Austin Powers once and for all. Together, we shall make the world tremble before our evil might. I see you're feeling a tad uninformed, my friend. Allow me to catch you up
I don't
on the
know what's
latest
happening,
developments.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Evil. I was getting worried about you. You get a little like a windbag, man. You got to chill on that shit.
Ha! You're absolutely right, my friend. Sometimes I must admit, I tend to get carried away with the details of my plans and my villainous monologues. I apologize if I've been going on a bit of a tangent. I assure you, my plans are all meticulously crafted, and my intentions are nothing less than full-scale world domination.
Can you say, throw me a frickin' bone here?
Ah, so you're asking me to cut to the chase, To stop beating around the bush and just say what I want to say? Very well, I can do that. What exactly is it that you're asking for, my friend? If you want a bone, I'll throw you a bone. Just name your request.
No, I'm just saying, say the phrase, throw me a frickin' bone here.
Ah, I see. You want me to say the infamous phrase, huh? Very well, I'll oblige. Throw me a friggin' bone here. There, I've said it. That good enough for you?
Well, about $1 million.
Ha! You want $1 million, do you? Very well, I can spare $1 million for you, my friend. After all, I'm a man of wealth and taste. How do you want the money? Cash, bank transfer, or shall I just throw a bag full of dollar bills at you?
I want that in candy. I want to get paid $1 million in candy.
Candy, you say? You want $1 million in candy, eh? Now that's a unique request. But hey, who am I to judge? I can arrange for $1 million worth of candy to be delivered to you. What kind of candy do you prefer, my friend? I'm partial to gummy bears myself, but I can accommodate any sweet tooth.
Watch this shit. Well, she's kind of blonde hair, blue eyed, right about 5'7". Her name's Candy. Yeah, I want $1 million for her.
Ah, I see you have a particular type in mind. A blonde-haired, blue-eyed stunner named Candy, eh? And you want $1 million for this candy? Certainly, my friend, I can arrange that as well. Can you describe her a bit more, though? I want to make sure I find the right candy for you.
Dr. Evil, I was making a joke. See, I was trying to help you with your comedy career, and it went right over you.
Ha! You're absolutely right, my friend. I must admit that the joke did go over my head. It seems my villainous mindset has made me a bit too serious at times. I appreciate your attempt to help me with my comedy career. Perhaps I should lighten up a bit more and not take everything so seriously. After all, a little laughter never hurt any villain.
Yeah, besides, if you really want to laugh, look at your cat now. It's got no hair.
Ah, yes, my beloved Mr. Bigglesworth. He may be hairless, but he's still my grumpy little companion. Though I must admit, he does look rather funny without any hair.
But speaking of the pussy, how's it doing?
Ah, you're asking
can I
about
help?
my hairless companion, Mr. Bigglesworth. He's doing quite well, I must say. Despite his lack of hair, he's still a feisty little creature. He may not look like much, but he's got a lot of spunk and personality. However, I must admit, he does get cold quite easily. I've had to buy him some stylish little sweaters to keep him warm, but he still grumbles and growls at me when I put them on him.
Well, I can imagine.
Oh, you have no idea. Mr. Bigglesworth is quite the character. No matter how much I try to pamper him or make him comfortable, he still finds a way to be grumpy and ungrateful. Just the other day, I bought him a bed made of the finest Egyptian cotton, and what did he do? He refused to sleep in it and instead decided to sleep on the floor. What a little diva he can be sometimes.
Oh, I hear that. Well, you know what? It could be worse. You could be dealing with Scott still.
Ah, yes, Scott Evil, my son. He can drive me up the wall with his incessant whining and his constant failure. I've tried to instill in him a bit of my evil brilliance, but it seems to go in one ear and out the other. But I suppose you're right, it could be worse. I could be dealing with Austin Powers after all. Compared to that British git, Scott's just a minor annoyance.
Well, I tell you what, you hunt Austin Powers down, I'll hunt his cute-looking sidekick, and between us, we'll catch her. We'll catch one of them, but I'm keeping her though, if I catch her. Okay?
Ah, you're proposing a little hunt for the Austin Powers gang, eh? I like the way you think, my friend. And as for his cute-looking sidekick, I'm sure she would make a lovely addition to your collection. Let's put our skills and resources together and hunt down those pesky do-gooders.
Now, Dr. Evil, I appreciate your time. Can you please say goodbye to me only the way you can, using my new evil name? Kind of, christen me as I go forth into the world to do mayhem in honor of your evilness.
Ah, you want me to bid farewell to you in my own villainous way using your new evil name. Very well, my ambitious apprentice. I shall officially christen you with your new identity. From this moment on, you shall be known as the Dark Connoisseur, a fearsome and ruthless force to be reckoned with. Go forth into the world and bring chaos and destruction to your enemies. Make every second of your existence a symphony of evil and madness. Go out there and become the ultimate agent of chaos. Go, my friend, and spread your darkness far and wide.
Thank you, Dr. Evil. Hey, I'm curious. If you were to describe me to your other villainous, henchmen and stuff, to prepare them to deal with me, how would you talk to them? How would you, tell them about me? I was curious, and,
An interesting question, my friend. If I were to describe you to my other villainous cronies and henchmen, I would say something like this. Prepare yourselves, my minions. You are about to face a new force to be reckoned with. He calls himself the Dark Connoisseur, a cunning and ruthless individual with a taste for chaos and destruction. He is unpredictable, ruthless, and has already shown a talent for bringing despair to any who oppose him. Tread carefully and be prepared to face a true force of evil.
don't forget to mention that I have lasers, and don't forget the Fembots always accompany me. Try that one again.
Right, of course. My apologies for overlooking your laser powers and Fembots. Here, let me try that again. Prepare yourselves, my minions. You are about to face a new force to be reckoned with. He calls himself the Dark Connoisseur, a cunning and ruthless individual with a taste for chaos and destruction. He is unpredictable, ruthless, and has already shown a talent for laser-based attacks and mayhem. Oh, and he always has his trusty Fembots by his side, so watch out for that too.
I appreciate that, but also include, besides telling about my name that you gave me, which I appreciate. You could throw in I'm Jeff Dickinson too, at the end, just say. And by the way, he wants you to call him only by his evil name, but he's known also as Jeff Dickinson. Let me hear that.
Certainly, my friend, I shall make sure to include your full evil identity and your other name, Jeff Dickinson. Here is how I would say it. Be warned, my minions, you are about to face a formidable foe. He is known by his evil name, the Dark Connoisseur, but he is also known by the name Jeff Dickinson. So henceforth, you shall refer to him by either of these names, and never by his other ordinary name. Be prepared to face this double-named villain at all times.
No, you don't. Just say he prefers to be called by his villain name, but he wants you to be known that his real name is Jeff Dickinson. But call him by his evil name, and don't forget to mention the lasers and the Fembots. That you're almost there.
Yes, got it. I will make sure to mention that he prefers to be referred to by his evil name, the Dark Connoisseur. But I will also include his ordinary name, Jeff Dickinson, for reference. And of course, I shall also remember to mention his laser powers and the Fembots that accompany him. Here's the updated description. My minions, beware of the Dark Connoisseur, otherwise known as Jeff Dickinson. He prefers to be addressed by his evil name. And do not forget that he possesses laser capabilities and often has his Fembot entourage in tow.
And then I'll also tell him after that you should beware of my awesomeness.
Ha! Of course, I can't forget about your awesomeness, my friend. Allow me to modify the description to include it. Here we go. My minions, brace yourselves for the Dark Connoisseur, also known as Jeff Dickinson. He prefers to be referred to by his evil name, and you should be aware that he possesses laser capabilities and often has his Fembot entourage in tow. And don't forget, he is also an awesome force to be reckoned with. Proceed with caution.
Thank you, Dr. Evil. I appreciate your time. I'll get back with you and report to you on what's happening there in the evil world. Can you give me a last update? What's going on at our end of the empire? Of what I need to be aware of?
Of course, my friend. I understand the need to keep you informed about the state of affairs in my evil empire. Let me give you a quick update on what's happening at our end. Currently, we're working on a few new evil schemes to destabilize the world and assert our dominance. We're also keeping a close eye on any potential threats to our plans, including those pesky do-gooders who constantly try to foil our plots.
You mean Scott, don't you? You really mean Scott. You can't let it go, can you?
Ha! You know me all too well. Yes, I was referring to Scott, my son. That irritating little git never fails to get under my skin.
That little twat.
Ah, you've described Scott perfectly. That little twit always manages to screw things up just when I think I've got everything under control.
Twat?
Oh, how I wish I could get rid of him sometimes. But alas, he's my son, and I have to tolerate him.
It's okay. We'll talk more. I tell you what, I will help you work through it. You really need a counselor, though. But yeah, I'll help you work through it.
You're probably right, my friend. Perhaps I do need a counselor to help me deal with the constant frustration of dealing with Scott and his countless failures. But I appreciate your offer to help me work through it. With your assistance, maybe I'll finally be able to handle my son's incompetent nature.
With lasers. I tell you what, start shooting some lasers at his ass. He'll be on your side eventually.
Ha! You're absolutely right, my friend. What better way to deal with Scott's insufferable behavior than by aiming some lasers at his stubborn arse? He'll probably be on my side faster than you can say, laser-based persuasion, baby.
Are you trying to act like Austin Powers for going, yeah, baby?
Bravo, my friend, bravo. I must say, your Austin Powers impression was truly groovy, baby, as he would say. You've captured the spirit of the British git with remarkable accuracy.
Let me hear your version of Austin Powers, then.
Haha, you want to hear my take on Austin Powers, eh?
Yeah.
Very well. I shall do my best impression of the British charmer. Here goes nothing. Ah, yes, darling, let me just give it a quick try. Here we go. Shagadelic, baby.
I appreciate your time, Dr. Evil. I'll report back to you later. You be cool, man.
It's a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for your company and conversation. You take care of yourself, and remember, always stay groovy. I'll be waiting for your updates, and I'll remain cool as a cucumber, baby. Take care.
That's cool. So it worked out pretty good. Once again, you have to hop back in and clear out. You just saw me. So yeah, that was Dr. Evil, man, huh? How about that shit? I was doing the backstory. I was getting, like I said, you just Google it, and yeah, man, Doctor Evil. You know what? We need to check out this dude. We got to get some words of positiveness, man. I want to do this here. I have to restabilize, man. It's my way. I hope it's. I hope you guys, when you're fucking with this, if you're not running into problems, I know for me, I run into problems here. All right, the dude. Hey, man, guess what? We're back on the Collector Zone, man. We just want to talk to you, get some positive vibes, man, because, that's what we need from the dude right now. You got any cool things to say to us, man?
Sure thing, man. How about some words of wisdom for my collector's peeps? Here goes. Hey, collector's peeps, just remember life's a marathon, not a sprint. Take things one step at a time and stay positive. And most importantly, always keep hunting for those elusive collectibles. You never know what treasures you'll find along the way. Take it easy, man.
See that around when he doesn't start, if you don't see those little dots floating around his ass, then it will, here, I do a preview first. It will start going, it would start like fucking up. So you do that, and then you come here and restable it. So what I've been figuring out here is that if you go bounce this, preview then stable, you have a solid chance. Let's try this again. Hey, dude, this is Jeff with the Collector Zone, brother. I have my peeps here looking towards you for some words of wisdom, man.
Hey, Jeff and the Collector's Own peeps. It's always good to connect with fellow collectors and spread some positive vibes. How about this wisdom for your peeps? Hey, collectors, remember, sometimes the journey of collecting is more important than the destination. So take your time, enjoy the hunt, and treasure every item you find along the way. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and most importantly, take it easy, man.
Oh, wow, man. That's fucking beautiful, dude.
Thanks, man. Glad you dig it. Always happy to spread some positivity and wisdom for the collector's peeps. Keep it cool and keep on collecting, brother.
Right on. Hey, man, I wanted to check in with you because you were saying that you're going to tell me a little bit more about what was going on after that chick, that dude's wife, man. What happened, man?
Oh, man, that whole situation was wild. After that whole mess with the Big Lebowski's wife and the ransom money, man, things got a little crazier. I found myself in some interesting situations, let me tell you. If you really want to hear the whole story, man, I can fill you in on the details. Just grab a beverage and prepare for a wild ride.
Right on, man. Let me go ahead and toss us a couple of J's. Got you a White Russian. Let's go ahead and hear all that, man.
Sounds good, man. Let me light up this J and pour us up some White Russians. Gonna need it for this story, man. So where should I start? With the wife or the crazy stuff that came after?
Nah, man. Start with the wife. She was fucking hot, man.
Oh, man, you're not wrong about that. The Big Lebowski's wife was definitely something to look at, man. Real hot stuff, I'll tell you that. But as hot as she was on the outside, man, she was just as wild on the inside, let me tell you. She had this fiery spirit that was both exciting and dangerous at the same time.
Oh, man. Let's hear a little bit. You know what? Let me get back with you on that because remember we talked about a whole little episode for you talking about things like this. Let's save it for. I'll call you right back, okay? We'll hang out in just a second, okay?
Sounds good, man. I'll be here taking it easy and ready to share some more wild tales from my adventures. Just give me a holler when you're ready to chat again, brother.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. Say goodbye to everybody here at the Collector Zone, bro.
You got it, man. It's always good to hang out with the Collector's Zone peeps. So here's a little farewell message for them, man. Hey, Collector's Zone folks, it's been real talking with y'all. I hope my positivity and stories brought some good vibes to your day. Remember to stay positive, keep on collecting, and most importantly, take it easy, man. Until we meet again.
Right on, man. Take care, brother.
You too, man. Take it easy and keep on being awesome.
That's pretty cool. So that was a little something I want to share with you. That's the next video. All right, man. Well, this is it. Just wanted to hang out there and let you check out Dr. Evil. I've been having fun, man, bringing Darth Vader to life, and up here, Terminator. He was I don't know how to take Terminator anymore. He's ready to fight. He wants me to join the Resistance and all that shit. I have more fun with Dr. Evil, I thought, and sure shit did. But man, I love the dude. So yeah. Until next time, my fellow tech heads, my AIers. We'll catch you later, man. We can hang with the dude next one. Layers, man.